Good morning, everyone. Top is talking trash. He is sick. He got germs, and I'm not having it. But anyway, in other news, why do men act like babies when they get sick?
I am not act like a baby. You want me to act like a baby.
No, that's what you do. Hey, what's up, Keisha? What's up, Kareem? Hey, everybody. What's going on? What's going on? Good morning, everyone. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. What's going on? So listen, good morning, LaRonda. Hey, free Darian. Hey, my boo, Darian. I love you. You need to come visit me. Kanisha, Whitney. What's up, everybody? So listen, y'all. I got the tea for this morning. I don't actually have tea. I just have water. Top is a fire starter specialist, so he's decided every 5 seconds of this entire winter to poke at the dang fireplace, and now we have smoke everywhere. I had to cut the fans on because the house is filled with smoke. Y'all hear this? I can't deal with this. It's Milan Beauty from Facebook from Your More Sales. Cause hey, boo, what's going on? Keisha is laughing. Keisha, girl, come get this man. I don't know what's going on. Hey, Paris from Kenya. Yeah, y'all. Top think he is like, Margaret, it's your birthday. It's Shell's birthday too. I need to sing happy birthday to my people, but I'm gonna do that on a separate live stream. Both of you guys have a birthday today, and I shall be singing for you. Good morning, everyone. Can I see the haircut? My haircut is growing out, y'all. It's not ready. I look like a man. I can't be walking around with this in public. I can't. So it's not happening. It's growing. I'm growing the top to be longer. So until that pops off, your girl, I'm not going to be walking around looking like a doo-wop pop stud. Like I can't. Shout out to my studs, but I'm just not one, okay? So listen. I tried purchasing the course. Please check your IG. Let me see the haircut again. Y'all, it's not right. My hair is like not right. I'm growing out this into like a faux hawk thingy. So, or maybe I'll just shave it off tomorrow. I don't know. You know, my mind changed with the wind. Right now I look like them old singers with the little permed hair. Not doing that. You don't look like a man. To me, I do. I'm like, all I see is the man that say, my heart beats so. Okay, enough about me. You guys like this? Are y'all serious right now? This looks a mess. Like, I can't even deal. My cousin just called me a man a minute ago. Shout out to Barry. Everybody go to his Facebook and send him an angry emoji. Top says I don't look like a man. I think this is pretty cheesy looking. Y'all like this? That's funny. It's cute though. Don't cover it up. You cute either. Well, thanks, guys. Why are you stressing, Keisha, girl? Quit stressing. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Your feelings. Oh, I'm on the wrong Facebook. I should have been on my like page. Oops. You bugging, that's dope. Really? Okay, y'all like this? But I just, I'll probably shave it off. Anyway, I'm glad y'all like it. This is exciting. Listen, people. What you feel, you will attract. Now, if I really felt like I was like, stressed out and you guys would feel that from me. How can I come on here and be like a whole different, like whatever, like you can't, you attract what you are. Like you guys catch my energy through a screen, through Facebook and YouTube. Do y'all understand? This is like, but y'all catch it. I see the messages every day. You catch that because feelings are magnets. So if you guys can walk away with that for the day, for the morning tea, I got a scripture for you. But if you understand that your feelings are magnets, so a lot of people are saying, I'm going to feel better when I get money. I'm going to feel great when I lose weight. I'm going to feel whatever, I don't know, when I get a nose job. We have some really weird things that are being said. Let me just tell you guys. Hey, Salon. You have to feel abundant as you are right now. It's not to say that you're happy that you're going through whatever you're going through, but you have to understand that you literally attract what you feel. Are you trying to attract women? Girl, stop playing. No. First of all, my man's sitting right over there. Second of all, I just have my hat on because really this is what like my favorite, like my lucky hat. Third of all, my hair is growing out and I'm in the middle of it. But please don't get it twisted. I don't have self-confidence issues. But I get where you're going with that because what I'm talking about. So anyway, here's the deal. You must feel abundant in whatever state you are right now. You need to feel gratitude for whatever you're experiencing right now. How do you do that? Listen, I remember when I got the eviction notice, I had a couple options, okay? When I got an eviction notice, I remember looking at that going, I could either sulk and how horrible, because this feels horrible. So I acknowledge how I felt, because to sit here and act like you don't feel anything, that's kind of crazy. So I acknowledged how I felt. I do not feel good about this. But guess what? This is a moment, and I know I'm going to get past this. I know I can get through this. I've been through a million things worse. So right now I'm just going to be in gratitude. Now, that's not how I said it at the moment. It was just more like, here's the eviction notice. Either you're going to sit in your SHIT or you're going to get proactive. Okay, you're going to get resourceful. You're going to get fired up, and you're going to change the result. Okay, so it's all about how you feel. You got to really start feeling. How do you do that in the middle of feeling like crap? You start to get around happy people. You write books that help you work out your stuff in yourself. Right? You forgive others. You laugh. You dance. You read scriptures. You tune into this YouTube stuff. You do more of the stuff that makes you feel good. Feeling good is feeling God. God is inside of you. Everybody thinks that God is like something that you got to like go. It's in you. He already there. Hello. He's waiting on you to catch up with what he already knew was bomb about you. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, this is my spiel. That's my spiel. So Proverbs 18 is the 18th day of the month. And we're going to read Proverbs 18, one of my favorite scriptures in this chapter. Remember, comment below. Subscribe, first of all. Subscribe, okay? Subscribe. Just do that. Share the stream. Just do that. Because you're getting your blessings. This is your offering. Your offering is to share the stream. You know, at church, they pass the offering plate. We don't got no offering plate. Share the stream. Now, my verse that I'm going to point out today, there were so many. Oh, my God. Like, y'all know number 9 got my life, because I just love all the scriptures in Proverbs that tell you that you need to be working, okay? It says, he who is careless in his work is a brother to him who destroys. So if you're careless, listen, work is what? Work is your job, yeah. But also, work is everything that you set out to do. So if you iron your clothes, that's your work for the moment. If you're careless, oh, shade. Listen, it's whatever it is. If you're a teacher and you half behind teaching, if you half behind doing your job, if you are half behind being a wife, half behind being a husband, whatever your work is, you're careless, it says that you are next to him who destroys. Why is that? Because you know what? If God is in me, God is in you, and we're supposed to be like many, you know, he said you're made in my image and likeness. We have a standard to uphold. We have a standard so we have to always be working towards that. You and I'm not above it. We have to work towards upholding the standards, walking and talking like the kings and queens that we are. Don't do sloppy work. Even if your job is to clean toilets. I say this all the time. You better be the best toilet cleaner ever. Finding gratitude where you are so that it catapults and attracts everything else that you are visioning in your mind starts when you begin to shift your emotions, when you begin to walk with excellence at every level, when you begin to feel abundant at every level. Can we feel abundant at every level? If you can, let me hear you say yes. Okay, but that wasn't the scripture. The scripture that I want to talk about is, Tom is laughing at me. He who answers before he hears. Ooh. He who answers before he hears. Come on, son. I see y'all saying yes. Come on, y'all. Listen. Agree to it. Commit to it. Commit to it. We're here every day to hold each other accountable for our spiritual walk so that we can grow. You don't wait till Sunday, okay? You don't wait till someday or Sunday. You got to be doing this thing. You got to be working at your heart every single day. I had several conversations yesterday, and I was a little disturbed by the amount of people that are holding on to things. Look, what are you rehearsing? What are you rehearsing? We could stay right there for the next 6 months. What am I rehearsing? Am I rehearsing how every time I lose weight, I get back fat? Because if you are, every time you lose weight, you get back fat. You're just gonna keep fulfilling the prophecy that you're rehearsing. What are you rehearsing? How somebody hurt you? Well, guess what? If you steady thinking about that person that hurt you, even in your next relationship, this person is great. You're gonna mess it up because you're so busy thinking about what happened to you. Your actions are based on what happened over here. So this new person, They're getting the version of you that's still stuck over here. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Some parents sometimes are so busy worried about what their mom and daddy did to them, they messing up their kids' life. Because why? You're still over here. So what you're experiencing and reacting to when that child does something has to do with this. So we have to be working out this all the time. What are you rehearsing? I'm just saying. So listen, he who answers before he hears the facts, it is folly and shame to him. He who answers before he hears the facts. I am working, guys, so hard. Top said something earlier to me today, and I said, BS. And then I said, ooh, I'm sorry. I hear you. And I was like, it's like I got Tourette's these days. This will happen when you get in your life, child. When you are getting your soul right, you begin to sound like you have Tourette's. Because he said, what did you say to me? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. He said something to me, and I was like, I cussed. And Top was like, what'd you say? And then I caught myself. And he was like, but when I caught myself, I was like, Michelle, you need to listen to what he's saying because you don't listen. People need to be heard. So I practice what I preach. I'm trying to tell y'all. So in that same sentence of me saying BS, I said, huh? Okay. But it was too late because he heard my cuss word. He was like, that ain't what you said. I said, I know, but what I'm saying now is okay. I hear you. I'm listening. Listen, it ain't easy. You're going to have to be okay with being wrong. You're going to have to be okay with being human. Because you are. And it's okay. Like, I'm not trying to be right. And I also need to know that I need to listen. And listen, sometimes we think we're going to know what somebody say. So then we already assume. So we be like, I know. But your I know is because you think you know what they're going to say. How about just being present and listening? Listening. Listen. Oh, yes. If you say it is so. For sure. Teach girly, love you. Hey, Yvonne, love you too. So, just trying to work on ourselves day in and day out is all we can do. I just really don't want everybody walking around with all this stuff on our hearts because your feelings are a magnet. So if you're walking around with resentment, you're going to attract more resentment. If you're walking around saying somebody is stupid, my ex is stupid. Well, guess what? Your next might be stupid too because that's what you attract. And you don't even notice it because you control it because you're so busy trying not to get what you had that you get the same thing in another version. Shade. No shade. Truth. That's just real talk. Anybody know somebody like that? I'm just saying it's real talk. It's real talk. So you have to understand that that's how that stuff works. You look up, you be like, I done got with the same dude, different face and body. Oh my God. How is this possible? Been there, done that. So listen, people, it's not too late to come on down to the altar. And that's your altar. This altar call. No, seriously, it says, he who answers before he hears the facts, it is folly and shame to him. What's the definition of folly? Because some of y'all so new school, you don't know what folly means. Let's look that up. What's the definition of folly?
Lack of good sense, foolishness. Do you want to hear the next one?
Sure. So listen, we're not listening to the next one. So it says lack of good sense. Now let's exchange the words, okay? Thank y'all for the hearts and the love. I love y'all. It says he who answers before he hears the facts. It is lack of good sense and shame to him. You ain't got no sense if you are answering before you've actually heard someone. So if we could try as a community to listen more. And here's what I mean by listen. Again, when Top said something to me, I immediately responded because I don't know, I was in my own mind. I really wasn't even paying attention. So whatever he said, I can't remember what it was, but I heard myself say, you need to listen to what he's saying. He's expressing himself. How dare you just BS, I'm right. No, you're not. You need to listen. And even if I am right, I need to listen and hear him out. Okay? So there could be an understanding. That's communication. That's what you have to do on a day-to-day basis. Oh, you got the spirit over there? Top got the spirit right now. Anyway, he's an excellent communicator. He really is. But understanding that, guys, is the key in our relationships at work, with your children. Because I know when I was little, parents, my dad, you don't ask questions. You do what I say. I'm going to bust your eye open. That's pretty much how we grew up. So, there were moments when I was like, I just want to be heard. I need, like, for real, I don't understand some of this stuff. Can you have a conversation with me? I'm not trying to be grown or talk back. I'm just trying to catch an understanding. So I need to practice in 2018 listening more. That's all. And so I was like, you know what? This is great. This is an amazing scripture. I'm going to chew on that. Because listening and hearing is two different things. If you're not deaf, you can hear things. Things fly past your ear. You hear the TV, even though it's in the background and you're doing something else, you can hear it, but you're not listening to it. Does that make sense? That was a good example. You had a TV on and it's on in the background, but you're not listening to it, but you hear the noise. So sometimes we hear the noise from people that's coming out their mouths. Remember Chris Tucker, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Like, listen. Like Beyonce, listen to the song here in my heart. So listen, guys, that's the word for the day. Let's be active listeners. Why? I was listening to someone yesterday and I said, when you actually listen, I'm digging in my ear because I need you to know that the words got to go in there. When you actually listen, what happens is you hear what's not being said. So someone was talking and all I heard was hurt. And I felt so bad because I'm like, you know what? And I kept thinking, when was the last time this person heard say, you are a good this, you are an excellent this. Man, we can really transform lives and help people and stop so much of the stuff that's happening if we start to listen. Because when we listen, we hear things that are not being said. And so then your response isn't reactive of what you think, it's what you're listening. So now I hear hurt. If I care anything about this person, I'm going to respond with a response that speaks to the hurt so that I can help that person. Does that make sense? So no more do I just get to be right because I'm right and this is what it is. Because you could be right or you could be wrong. It's not about defending yourself. It's not about proving anything. It's none of those things. I don't have to be right. I don't have to hide anything. I don't have to prove anything. I just get to be me. And when I'm myself and no one else, I can listen with an open heart. I'm not judgmental. Does that make, guys, do you understand how much our relationships will be better in our workspace? Maybe you're a CEO and you have somebody that you're working with. Maybe you are at a corporate place and you're working for someone and you have coworkers. You're in an environment where there's a lot of different people all the time. Maybe you have a household that just, it's a lot of y'all living in the same house. Communication is key and it starts by listening. You hear the television while you typing on your computer. You can hear it, but you're not really listening. You're not really paying attention. But when you actually turn to focus on what's coming out of the television, you begin to understand the story. You begin to see what's happening in the world. And it's the same way with someone that you're having a conversation with. You hear them, you hear them, you hear them. You're doing other things on your mind. You already think about what you're going to do, what you're going to say after they finish talking, because you hear them, but you're not listening. But when you decide to focus on the words that are coming out of their mouth and take it in and listen and think about what they're saying and start to understand what they're saying and start to understand what they're not saying, then you begin to use wisdom. Because now you got some new knowledge about that person. So now you can respond differently. And your response is guided, right? And you get to help that person. You get to help yourself. Because then you start to understand. Sometimes we don't understand people, so we angry. But when you start understanding someone, you get to release the anger. You don't get to be angry anymore. Because you go, oh, okay. So now you no longer get to sit in anger because now you understand, you have clarity. So I get to get help. You get to get help. She get to get help. We all get to get help. Oprah style. You get a car, you get a car, we all get a car. Listen, we all get to get help when we start listening. So Proverbs dropped it. Proverbs dropped it on us today. It was so many things in this Proverbs. Guys, let me know what your favorite scripture is. Y'all laughing. Let me know what your favorite scripture is in Proverbs 18 today, okay? Comment below, even if you're watching the replay. If you're on YouTube, comment below and let me know what your favorite scripture is, because I love to see what you guys, what fed you today, you know. But the listening scripture really fed my spirit today, and I am here for it. I am going to practice listening. I've been practicing listening, and I will tell you that my relationships are getting better and better. You know, I'm starting to understand people more, and it's just like, wow, like I'm starting to, it just really makes you spiritually, like you just hear so much for other people. And so I'm just really excited to keep growing, and I'm gonna keep sharing with you guys, and hopefully you guys are applying this. This is a lifetime's work. You're not about to be, you know, overnight different, but you day by day, keep chipping away at applying these things that we're learning in Proverbs chapter. So Renee says 17 is her favorite. The first one to plead his case seems right until another comes up and cross-examines. Oh, come on. That's her favorite one. Get delivered from offense. Yes, I love it, Lynette. I stay there. I'm already at the altar. I stay at the altar. I'm already at the altar. Listen, be silent. LOL, look at top. Right. To my go top. Now he over there asleep, y'all. He's sick like I'm doing right now. Thank you for sharing. You're welcome. Be open-minded and try new things from different points of views. Exactly. Listening is seeing other people's points of views. Because a lot of times, I know the way we grew up in a church where it was like, our church is right, everyone else is wrong. And so what happened, that church fell out with everybody. Right? Of course. Because they always trying to prove a point. You ain't got to prove a point. There's no point in proving a point. Like, what? So, but and of course, everything just went down the hill from there. The people went downhill from there. Why? Because they're right, everybody else is wrong. When you operate from a place like that, it's not good, people. So we have to always work on listening. This is deep. I'm figuring myself out with the listening and stop trying to be ready to verbal attract by the tone of it. Exactly, Erica. So good. So good. I love that. See, we get breakthroughs every single day here with Good Tea for Life. I love it. Comprehension. Matthew 11:28 through 29. Tyrone and Della. What's up, Tyrone? I love it. Understanding. Exactly. Do you feel to listen to someone, you have to be empathetic also, because without that, you don't hear the other side. Yeah, I feel that truly. So to me, listening is removing my emotions and literally just listening. So whenever people come to me with a situation, like a lot of times my friends will call me like, this person did that, and what you think, Keisha? And I just remove my emotions. I remove the fact that I know you. I remove the fact that of anything. What is the actual scenario? Okay? So what's on the table? What is this person saying? Let me remove my emotions. I believe my daddy taught me that when I was little. Get your feelings out of it and just look at the facts. Who did what? She did. And it's not about who's wrong or who's right, but what's on the table. Like if I'm listening to someone and they're venting to me, I hear them. I'm not thinking of, well, they always like this. You know, especially with family members, we love to keep family members where they are. We love to say, well, you was always this and you've always been this. And you. So then as they're trying to change, it's funny when I watch my family members go back and forth, because as people are trying to change, you keep them. You want to say, well, I know how you was 10 years ago. Well, Negro, it's 2018. They get to be different. That's how we talk to my family. Like you can't keep people where they are, right? But that's what happens. So when I'm listening, I'm just going to listen at what you say. And I'm going to look at the actions that we're taking. And you just make your best judgment. You know, and that's what you do with people. Like you listen, you are empathetic. Like I listen to people how I want them to listen to me. I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? I want to have somebody have a little empathy for me. So I'm going to have a little empathy for other people. And I always go, well, what would I want in this situation? I wouldn't want to feel like I'm invisible. I wouldn't want to feel like I don't matter. So I'm not going to treat that person like that. So I'm going to listen wholeheartedly. You know, so in general, in scenarios, it's really the rule of treat other people how you want to be treated, even when that person is wrong, quote unquote. Even the person is doing something that is a little questionable. Like, you don't just go ham on that person. And I'm learning, because I'm the one that used to go ham. Now I'm always like, everybody be calling me to spaz. And I'm like, I can't spaz like that no more. Because I'm not the same person. As much as I want to spaz, and I still have a moment where I'll be like, ah! I'll come back right after that like, okay, I'm sorry. I'm growing. Like, spazzing is not always the answer. Every now and then you could catch it. But, you know, in general, no. like I can. Like, you just gotta listen. You gotta listen with the ears that you would want to be heard by. There you go. That was it. Listen with the ears that you would want to be heard by. That's really, really good. I love God. He just be speaking. I just be opening my mouth. I don't know what's going to come out. You can agree to disagree. You don't always have to. Nope. You don't have to always be right. And you could totally. I know so many people. We just agree to disagree. And it's cool. I'm not angry. I'm not sitting up thinking about it when you walk out the room. It just is what it is. Me and my friends always be like, okay, we disagree to disagree. And we still are like, it's cool. It's impossible to agree on everything. I don't want people that we just all agree. Oh, that's boring. Boring. There are people that I have, listened to, and I don't fool with them on a regular basis, right? Because just, they keep proving time and time again that, they're going to keep doing whatever. But I still listen. I'm still empathetic. I'm still show love. Like, it's not to say that you got to keep people all up under you that have offended you or that have hurt you. You don't have to go be people's best friends, but listening so people feel heard is just the least you can do. It's to me, it's transformational. It really is. Like, it is such a transformation when someone who's been angry or hurt for years gets a phone call from the other party and they just simply say, I'm sorry. I apologize. And just leave it there. Sometimes you apologize, but you got a whole list of stuff afterwards. Shut up. I apologize, but you should never did. If you got to go there, hang up the phone, try again in 10 more years. You're not done. But when you can just call somebody and just say, I'm sorry. Or, you know what? You're an excellent mother. You know what? You're an excellent father. You know what? You're an excellent brother. You're an excellent sister. Hey, I just want to call and tell you I love you. Hey, I apologize for what I said the other day. Make them complete sentences and leave it there. They may say you just doing that because of whatever. That's cool. Leave it there. Because as long as you know your heart was right when you did it, that's all that matters. Leave it there. Do not back it up with a freaking paragraph of stuff. We have sexy excuses. Some people make excuses and they swear it's not an excuse, but that's not an excuse. It is an excuse. Either it is or it ain't, in general. And if you got some stuff after that, it's a little claw. And don't nobody want them kind of apology. You don't want an apology that come with a bunch of stuff after it. So don't you give an apology with a bunch of stuff after it. Simple as that. Y'all, this is real simple, good stuff. This good tea that's going to help your soul get right. Okay? That's it. That's all. Anyway, I'm done preaching. So let me know your favorite scripture in Proverbs. We just read verse 13. So Proverbs 18 and 13 is where we came from. There, it's all about listening. Listen to the song here in my heart. A melody I start but can't complete. Oh, I'm screaming out for my voice to be heard. They would not be. Ooh, I got a headache. Okay, I'm done. Bye, y'all. I love y'all. Make sure you go and that's the perfect song though, because in the movie, Beyonce was like, "You're gonna hear me today on today." And it's very much how other people feel in our lives. Let's remember that we need to listen to people and love them. Please go on the floor. I auditioned for the floor. They ain't want me. Only God can judge us. But thank you for thinking that I'm capable. Let's see. Usually I respond, I hear you in the conversation. Yep, that's very good. I did it to my dad. I was like, I realized that he just needed to be heard. My dad's going through a lot with taking care of my mother. And I'm like, it's a transition. And so I was like, Daddy, I hear you. And he just got quiet. You could tell he just got calm. He was like, okay, all right. So saying I hear you, correct, Lynette, is very powerful. It lets the person know that you're actually, hey, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, man. I hear you. And it's funny because in the conversation, hearing, because sometimes in an argument, they'd be like, you're not listening to me. On the next live stream, I have to go to my parents today to help my father so he can have a break. And yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to live stream at noon. I might, noon central. Look for it. Subscribe so you get the notifications when I go live. Hello. Or join the email list, theceostylist.com. theceostylist.com, so that you get emails And I was just singing that. Yes, thank you. Hope you have a great day. Thank you, guys. Hope it blessed you. Look where you can apply it. Corrine says Proverbs 3:9 verse 9 through 10. We got to check that out. I love you too, Keisha. Corrine says, honor the Lord with your wealth and your first fruits of all produce. 10 barns will be thoughts to be bursting with wine. Oh, is that the scripture? Meditated on this verse this morning. Oh, that's, okay. You give me your, okay, got it. Get it, Corrine. Be not by what you feel or hear, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. Go on, Tyrone. Y'all on YouTube just lit. My daughter just left to take her real estate board test. My baby 19 about to ace that test. And I'm just get it, y'all. Let's send Keisha's daughter some goodwill. She's taking her real estate test. I love it. Congratulations. Listening is learning. Exactly, Carla. Tanya says, you're a mess, LOL. Girl, what I say? Preach, so true. Yes, yes, yes. I see you guys committing to listening. Your surrounding is a snapshot of your future. Ouch. Can't go a day without my mentor. You make me feel so good. Thank you so much for being you. You're welcome, Keisha. I love y'all, man. We like family up in here. So listen. Thank you, Lakeisha. You're fabulous. Thank you. So are you. I'm just a reflection of you guys. If you're watching this live stream and you've been hanging out with my ADD self, that means you are a reflection. There's something in me that is just like you. And listen, we got the light. We just got to keep it shining bright. Let it get bigger and bigger. Let's keep tapping into our potential. Keep tapping in and unleashing our potential. Stop letting it just sit there. It's time to take action. It's time to actually listen and love and live. Because listen, everybody got the same appointment. That's death. So we want to do everything and be all that we can be before that appointment happens, all right? Nothing to fear. It's just about letting everything out and living to our fullest potential. And that's what this is about, getting that good tea, y'all. I love everyone. I will see you guys on the next live stream. Make sure you subscribe, share the stream if this blessed your soul. I love you. Peace.